All right, we're here with Tanner Hicks, the captain of the Stayner Sissons. Tanner, how have you guys prepared this last week, getting ready for this big weekend?
Oh, we had practice, just touching up on the little things, just like tightening up the power play, penalty kill. That's going to be the key tonight for sure.
You guys are coming off a big win here last weekend. How do you guys build off that?
Well, we just got to keep doing what we're doing. We worked last week. Every team here is good, and we play our game. I think we're fine.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, and we're on the other side now here with Kyle Baker of the Wellesley Applejacks. Kyle, how are you guys getting ready to play this team tonight?
Same as any other game. We're just excited to get going and play our game.
What's the game plan for tonight?
Stick to what we do best, and that's banging bods and getting pucks in deep.
How have you guys prepared this last week, getting ready for this big weekend here?
Keeping it simple, sticking to our system, and watching a little bit of video and getting to know the opponent.
Perfect. Good luck tonight, Kyle.
Thank you.
all four teams, and it's a wonderful showcase of what the PGHL has to offer.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, Sabby. What a great rink here, the Reeves Community Center in Woodstock, Ontario. As you walk into the rink, you'll notice all 60 jerseys from the PGHL, one of the biggest leagues around. The nice vinyl posters of each players focusing on each team: Stayner Siskin, Clarington Eagles, Wellesley Applejacks, and the Lakeshore Canadians. Final Four hockey, and this is the pinnacle of these young men's careers. This is their NHL. This is going to be where they're going to showcase their talents and make memories for a long time, Steve.
Looking for the Schmalz Cup, of course, and the Stayner Siskins. We were fortunate to watch them through the Northern Conference Championship against the Mount Forest Patriots. Stayner winning that series in 6 to make it to this level. So, of course, from the Carruthers division, Lakeshore coming from the western part of Ontario, Wellesley from the central part of Ontario, and Clarington, of course, eastern Ontario. So the 4 points of the province coming together to face off this weekend. The Stayner Siskins, what a season they had through the Carruthers division.
They sure did, Steve. Kings of the North, Stayner Siskin, celebrating 50 years of hockey in Stayner. A couple key players to watch for: number 8, Ethan Allaire, an overage, smooth skating defenseman, puck moving defenseman, had a big game in his second round robin game at Stayner against Lakeshore. 1 goal, 2 assists, Steve. He was a pillar back there. You have to watch number 5, an 05 17-year-old Damon Boost from Collingwood, Ontario. He had himself a year. I don't think you'll see him back in the PGHL next year. He's got a bright future. The kid moves well, and the last game I watched in Stayner was his best.
Wellesley Applejacks coming out of a very tough division. I know throughout the history we've seen a lot of Grimsby Peach Kings and Glanbrook Rangers, but this year it's the Wellesley Applejacks coming out, and they had a phenomenal run.
They sure did, and backed by a 16-year-old goaltender, Noah Bender from Waterloo, Ontario, Oshawa general draft pick. He put himself together a great season. 2 rookie goaltenders for the Applejacks. They have some veteran presence. Wiki, they have some forwards that can move the puck. Great small community, Wellesley Applejacks. They're on the big stage here at the Final Four here in Woodstock, Ontario.
Officials have come on to the ice to make the final checks. It will be Scott Walls and Ryan Hollister, familiar from our neck of the woods, from the Pollock division, as well as some GOGHL work in our area as well. And as we are getting set to go here with the opening ceremonies of the Schmalz Cup, lights are dimming. The next voice you'll hear will be Al Granville, our PA announcer, introducing everything tonight. Enjoy.
City of Woodstock, proud to be hosting the 2023 Schmalz Cup. Thank you to the many sponsors who are making this weekend possible, including the title sponsor, the Dairy Farmers of Ontario, Milk Up. We would like to announce all the players and staff from each of the Final Four teams. Here is your Western Conference champions, Lakeshore Canadians. Number 1, Romano Libordi. Number 6, Neil Garvey. Number 7, Josh Siren. Number 8, Marco Sadulje. Number 11, Aidan Sullivan. Number 12, Dean Albano. Number 13, Liam Cisnesak. Number 14, Braden Metcalf. Number 15, Eric Bisson. Number 16, Tyler Hamlin. Number 17, Bryce Scarlett. Number 18, Matteo Fitarello. Number 20, Spencer Higginbottom. Number 22, Brandon LeBlanc. Number 27, Connor Fable. Number 28, Blake Doe. Number 32, Nicholas Bolton. Number 43, Kyle Walker. Number 44, Ethan Galvin. Number 72, Jesse Mercer. Number 77, Aiden Navaco. Number 92, Sebastian Trunkton. And number 97, Matthew Herneman. Your coaches and staff, Mark Segan, Anthony Iquinta, Milan Dobrik, Ron Solsi, Jack Bowler, Lane Perron, Joanna Padelio, Matt Gerber, and Rick Jabinski. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your Eastern Conference champions, the Clarington Eagles. Number 1, Jude Rodina. Number 2, Carter Watkins. Number 4, Ryan Hall. Number 5, Bryson Kellaway. Number 6, Connor Davies. Number 7, Nathaniel Sterling. Number 8, Ty Harris. Number 9, Mitchell Davies. Number 10, Jacob Dupuis. Number 12, Dawson Manning. Number 14, Cole Williamson. Number 15, Colby Poland. Number 16, Jordan Shaw. Number 18, Leighton Atkin. Number 19, Owen Canini. Number 20, Owen Manarin. Number 21, Nolan Matheson. Number 22, Adam Klass. Number 23, Brady Darach. Number 24, Trent Gaynor. Number 25, Dale Junkin. Number 26, Hayes Bell. And number 30, Marc-Olivier Robert. Your coaches and staff, Dean Baumhauer, Craig Wilcox, David Ferry, Jamie Showers, Neil Taylor, Kelly Armstrong, Quentin Jordan, and Mike Dystra. And now here are your Southern Conference champions, your Wellesley Applejacks. Number 3, Alexander Schultzchen. Number 4, Adam Hoff. Number 5, Evan Silveri. Number 6, Dimitri Ephraidis. Number 7, Austin Stemler. Number 8, Mitch Penner. Number 9, Eric Lacey. Number 10, Patrick Klaser. Number 11, Kyle Baker. Number 12, Colby Selling. Number 14, Isaiah Kasubi. Number 15, Tristan Hunick. Number 17, Jake Clemmer. Number 18, Curtis Butler. Number 19, Connor Dobecker. Number 20, Connor Bradley. Number 21, Jake LaRue. Number 22, Owen O'Donnell. Number 23, Carson Wickie. Number 26, Tristan Romani. Number 27, Justin McCombs. Number 30, Noah Bender. And number 35, Travis Jensen. Coaches and staff, Ryan Gerber, Brock Gerber, Derek LeBold, Darren Rose, Sheldon Gilchrist, Tyler Matheson, Joanna Padello, Matt Gerber, and Rick Grabinski. And finally, your Northern Conference champion, the Stayner Siskins. Number 2, Cole Eldridge. Number 3, Rick Rispin. Number 4, Cody Marlis. Number 5, Damon Bowes. Number 7, Ty Roberts. Number 8, Ethan Allaire. Number 9, Christian Pucha. Number 10, DeAndres DeJesus. Number 11, Gavin Macaiso. Number 12, Jacob Vanderberg. Number 14, Tanner Hicks. Number 15, Tyson Bradford. Number 17, Tyler Hutchinson. Number 18, Samuel Vashon. Number 19, Lightheart. Number 20, Jacob Longfield. Number 21, Kyler McNeil. Number 22, Cole MacArthur. Number 23, Noah Walchuk. Number 25, Jack Fubart. Number 27, Caleb Booth. Number 28, Joseph Magini. Number 31, Derek Hartley. And number 34, Nick Cicerelli. Your coaches and staff. Number 1, Graham Pickard. Number 2, Jeff Sanders. Number Rob Perry. Number Ben Hughes. Nancy Spence. Daryl Ashenden. Jamie Noble. Henry Barton. Matthew Holland. Mike Foster. Derek Brecky. And Richard Gaither. Let's have a round of applause for their accomplishments. We welcome to the ice Chris McCleary, OHA General Manager of Operations, and Terry Whiteside, the PJHL Commissioner, to do the ceremonial puck drop. May I have the captains from the Wellesley and Stayner come forward. Could I call on you to please rise, if you're able, for the singing of O Canada by Woodstock's own Megan Force.
And there you have it, opening ceremonies. Lights come back on. We are ready to go in this first game of the Schmalz Cup weekend. Of course, the teams each have played 2 games already. All 4 coming in at 1-1, and we should be in for a treat over the next 3 days. My name is Steve Savard, along with John Colias. Glad you could join us. We come from the Pollock Division, where it is kind of Midwestern Ontario, teams such as Mount Forest and Hanover, Wingham, Mitchell, and we are glad to be your hosts through this event along with 519 Sports, and of course, the Dairy Farmers of Ontario. It's time to milk up, Johnny K.
Yeah, time to milk up here. Love the atmosphere here at the Reeves Community Complex. Good crowd. And ready for a great hockey game here, Steve. I'm excited.
Stayner Siskins and Wellesley Applejacks opening us up on this Friday, soon to be followed by Lakeshore and Clarington, which is scheduled to start at 8 o'clock tonight. We'll be with you for all of the games this weekend, so quick turnaround for us, but couldn't be any happier. Teams are setting up, starting goaltenders. Stayner Siskins, it will be number 31, Derek Hartley in net, and the youngster has proven his worth.
He sure has. Shallow Lake, Ontario native. Played excellent in the Pollock division, in the Crothers division final for Stayner. He was our player of the game in the clinching game, Game 6 over Mount Forest. And starting in net for the Wellesley Applejacks is number 30, Noah Bender, the impressive rookie from Waterloo, Ontario.
Not easy to carry a load as a rookie in net, and he's done the job.
He sure has. Regular season, 16-year-old, 23 wins, 4 losses, 2.46 regular season. Playoffs, 19 games, 15 wins, 3 losses, Steve, and a 2.17 goals against average.
Impressive numbers, and we expect that from the 4 final teams who are here tonight. And you know, one of the best things about this is every team coming in knows they have a chance to come out on top.
Yeah, talk about parity in the league. All 4 teams are one-on-one. All 4 teams won at home, and couldn't set up for a better Final Four here in Woodstock, Ontario.
Neutral ice as we are just about ready to go. They have all the carpets rolled up, and the teams are lining up for the opening face-off, and we are expecting a very fast-paced start to this tournament.
Officials for tonight, Steve, you mentioned before, it's Scott Walls, former Brussels Bulls of the Junior C League. Ryan Hollister played for the Hanover Barons. Both played senior hockey in the area, and both continue to love the game because they're here officiating PJHL Pollock Schmalz Cup Final. It'll
be Colby Sealing, number 12, taking the face-off for Wellesley. Up against number 7, Ty Roberts, and away we go. Siskins and Applejacks here to battle as they dig at the puck on the near side, and cleared over to the far boards. Racing back is Ethan Allaire, big defenseman for the Stayner Siskins when it comes to some offensive punch as well. And Stayner can't break the neutral zone. Wellesley will try to take over. Stemler racing back, some pressure on him, but it's down the ice for Isaac.
The rink here in Woodstock, I don't know if it's from our vantage point up here, Steve, but it looks the size of a football field. Got to watch the cross ice passes here early in the game. Young rookie Damon Boos for the Stayner Siskins going to take the draw. Impressive regular season.
Getting a lot of looks from higher levels of hockey, and we'll see what happens to number 5 through this tournament. Definitely can make some statements as Stayner has to get it out of their zone after losing the draw on the Applejacks end. Hartley out to play it, leaving it there for his teammate. Look out, puck picked off and dumped in as Butler got a stick on it. And now Wellesley going in on the forecheck. Dorbecker going in for a hit, and Stayner trying to dig it out on the near side, and it's back through center ice. Wellesley there to pick it up. Romani throws it across to the far side. Just one man in for Stayner, and usually we see them send a couple in deep for the forecheck. We'll see what the strategies are for each team as this game progresses. And look out, good bounce. Here comes Silvera coming in. Lost the handle on it, and Stayner will take over. Far side, trying to get it out of their own zone. Bradford now on the left wing will hike it up the ice. He's into the zone. They're onside and tipped into the open corner. Wellesley got back defensively, played it behind the net, but Stayner able to tap it back to the near blue line. Shot is easily picked off and cleared by the Applejacks. Hoff giving chase, but it's cleared up the far wing. But good pickup there by Bradley. Into the zone further. Ketsubi coming in. He's an offensive threat. He'll look for somebody in front. Goes to the far point instead. Shot through on Hartley. He'll make his first big save of the game. Puck over to the far side. Stayner trying to get it out. Roberts will help it down the ice and give chase, but Sealing is there and far side. Now up comes Kitsubi. There's a shot that goes off the post. Rang it like a doorbell, and great opportunity for Wellesley to go out on top early. Through the middle, this is waved off as it hit a stick through the neutral zone. Wellesley there, Glazer trying to clear. He's got pressure now. Pruka, he slips and falls. That allows the Applejacks to clear. And here comes the Applejacks attack. Weak shot on Hartley, able to steer that away easily. Rides along the end boards a little bit. Applejacks looking to center, up the near side. Stemler pinches into the corner, in behind the net. Here's Lacey on the wraparound, big toe save, and it's scored! Well, Hartley was able to get the right toe out and make the save, but on the doorstep, Curtis Butler.
Curtis Butler, let's give props to number 9, Eric Lacey, doing all the work behind the net, tries the wraparound. Hartley with the right leg kick, but it was a rebound right to Curtis Butler. No mistake, and he opens the scoring here in the Schmalz Cup Championship weekend, Steve.
So just over 3 minutes into the opening period, and the Wellesley Applejacks are the early leaders. Held on by Hartley, will get a draw in the Stayner zone. Again, both teams with great support here tonight, so it will be noisy all night long. That's kind of the interesting point too, Johnny K. When you get into a neutral site, that horn's going to be going for everybody. Puck to the far side. Stayner trying to get it out of their zone, and they do. Racing up for it was DeZeus, and it's knocked down and stoppage of play.
With the round robin, Steve, and the one-game eliminations in the semi, it's the team coaching staff that can adjust and make in-game decisions that's going to be the most successful here. It's not a 4-7. You don't have time to have a practice. It's got to be quick, and they got to make adjustments, and your team has to respond, Steve.
A little bit more urgency. You can't yet come back the next night in a game 3 or 4 situation and readjust. Here's Booth for Stayner, trying to send it up the ice. Wellesley now a little more aggressive in the neutral zone. Baker with the puck on the far side. He's got 2 Siskins on him, and the Applejacks will finally clear. Here's Penner. Sends it into the Stayner zone. Look out, and DeZeus knocked down as he tried to carry the puck out of the Stayner end. Over to the far side. Up the left wing, Applejacks will race back for it. Bradley has some pressure, puck on the near side, and Wellesley able to clear. It's sent up to Silvera into the offensive zone. Lacey was looking for it in front of the net, but the team in red will have to leave the zone and get back on side. Puck to the neutral center ice area, and the Applejacks trying to exploit that right side into the zone, able to get it in deep, led by Dorbecker now. Centering pass picked off. DeZeus up to Boos. He can move on the near side. Here comes Boos. Shot, and that missed the net on the tough angle. Now a quick pass in front. That's tipped into the open corner on the near side. Kitsubi trying to clear. He does. Up ahead to Lacey. Lacey coming in. His shot is blocked by Cody Marles. Marles, an overager with the Stayner Siskins, a veteran player with this team, patrolling the front of the net as the battle won by the Siskins below the icing line. Lookout hit at the Stayner blue line, but it's followed up by Nakazo looking around. He'll flip it over to the open wing on the far side, but Stemler is there for the Applejacks. Can't clear on the first attempt, just hugs the blue line. Applejacks control in their own zone though. Over to the far side. 1-0 lead for Wellesley here in the early going first period. Puck comes to the near wing. Moved up by the Applejacks. Glazer, far wing shot, hit a stick, and will go out of play.
Early in this game, Steve, the Wellesley Applejacks, they play here during the regular season, playing the Woodstock Navy Vets, and that's got to be a bit of an advantage here. They played here before, and they look like that out here how they play. They're looking comfortable. Stayner, they're holding their sticks a little too tight. They haven't found their game yet.
Puck to the far side, and we get our first penalty killing up here as the arm comes up right after the face-off, and this one is going to be a slashing call against the Siskins, and it looks like Joseph Magani is going to the box. So power play opportunity for the Applejacks to try to build on their 1-0 lead.
Look for the Applejacks to move the puck high, get some traffic. That's the key. I don't care if you're playing tight, NHL or Junior C. Get traffic to front of the net. Good things are going to happen, Steve.
Face-off win by the Applejacks. They'll work the perimeter. Pass to an open wing, though, and miscommunication picked up by Boos. And look out. Stayner can move quickly, but they won't get a chance to make a rush here. Allaire played it down the ice. Near side, back into the Applejacks zone, Sealing with it. And he'll settle behind his net and wait for his teammates to drop back, and they'll rush up the ice now. Sealing, handling it into the offensive zone, looking around for passing options, throws it behind the net. Kitsubi on the far side, and his pass to the point sails down the length of the ice.
We're familiar with the penalty kill of the Siskins, a 1-3. They put a wall up at the far blue line. Wellesley's going to have to enter the zone with possession and set it up, or dump it in and get to the puck first.
Look out, Baker gets knocked, and here comes Boos. He's got some white ice in front of him. Boos coming in, shot, score! Well, we've seen that a few times, Johnny K. Glove side high, shorthanded goal ties it up.
Yeah, the Collingwood native, 17-year-old rookie, no mistake. Damon Boos beating Wellesley goaltender glove side, and we're all tied up. Shorthanded goal for the Siskins.
That's also the first high-end chance the Siskins have had this period.
Exactly.
So Damon Boos gets things even, but still a Wellesley Applejacks power play here. They have about 45 seconds to work with. Near side entry and sent deep in the Stayner zone, played over to the near side, picked up by Romani. Sends it back into the near corner. Along the end boards as Wellesley trying to set it up. No real presence in front of the net as a stick goes flying in the air. Silvera had it knocked out of his hands, and play whistled down here, and that stick could have won a pole vaulting award.
Yeah. Not much going on for the Applejacks on their power play. I sense a little bit of confusion up there. A few players palms up, maybe missed assignments, players in the wrong spot. They got to figure it out. 22 seconds left on their power play.
Face-off won by Ty Roberts. He gets the puck down the ice. Applejacks back to pick it up. It's Romani in behind his own net. Just 12 seconds left on the man advantage. Penner will get the pass to Silvera. Cuts across. Entry into the Stayner zone on the far side, but Allaire watching him. Allaire ties him up along the end boards. Puck comes over to the near side, and Applejacks now will have to watch as the Siskins back to full strength. So Stayner survives, and they get a goal as well. Tied at 1 with 12 minutes left to play here in the opening period. Puck comes around to the near side. Look out. Player fell for Wellesley, but the puck gets out of the zone nonetheless on the near side in front of the players' benches. Thrown down over to the far side of the Stayner zone. Allaire around his own net, and the defenseman will try to skate it out, sends it across, and Applejacks with good speed. Wellesley player knocked down. Here comes Allaire with the shot. That's tipped wide of the net. Over to the far boards, picked up by Bradley. Looks to clear. It's stuck along the boards there as Stayner seals the wall. Here's Roberts, backhands it towards the net. Here's a chance, and it's off the pads of Bender and cleared by his defenseman. And look out, Stayner starting to heat up here in the period. Puck on the far side, picked off by Silvera, cleared to the blue line, but kept in. Shot comes in, that's tipped high over the net. Roberts over on the near side, knocked into the boards by Sealing, and finally the Applejacks get it to center ice, but can't cut through the Stayner defense. Look outside of the net, and there's Hartley. Oh, as the puck stolen again out in front, cleared back to the blue line. There's a shot that hits a body, and the Applejacks trying to take advantage of some miscues, and now a penalty coming up as a Stayner player was knocked into the side of the net, it looks like. And we'll see what the call is. This actually could be going against Stayner.
Hollister had his hand up first, and that was for the Applejacks. Referee Scott Walls was second. We'll see what happens here, Steve.
Samuel Vachon going to the box, number 18, and he's hobbling a little bit as he gets in there, and it'll be, looks like a roughing call, or a slashing call was the indication. So looks like it's, they're getting it sorted out here. Looks like it's only going to be a Stayner penalty.
I think where the confusion is, Steve, is the whistle was blown when the Applejack.
Here we go. Now the number, yeah.
Yeah, it's Dimitri
Eleftheritis going to the box, number 6. So that was the initial call. Then the other call was Stayner for roughing. So it'll be 5 on 5 here.
Coach for the Siskins, Graham Pickard, having a conversation with Walls. It's too early in the game to get into heavy conversations. Lots to go here, Steve.
Tied at 1. Face off on the far side, won by the Applejacks in the offensive zone. They'll try to work it around the perimeter. Trying to move that puck around and get the Stayner defense moving.
2 minutes for interference.
Puck on the near side, back to the point. Applejacks send it in, off a skate. Never reached the net, goes to the far side. Back to the point. Here's Stemler with the shot. Hit a body in front. And the Siskins still can't clear. Applejacks keep it in the offensive zone. So interference and slashing are the 2 infractions, 1 aside. And we're 5 on 5 right now. Puck into the Stayner zone. Siskins racing back. McGanny able to pick it up around the net. Thrown to the far side, and the Siskins with a good breakout, stretching the ice. And they get it into the offensive end. Stemler back defensively, missed his hit though. Able to pick up the puck after he got some support. To the near side, out in front, Applejacks able to clear. Katsubi gets it to the blue line, knocked off his stick. And the Siskins will gather it up again. Dumped into the Applejack zone, played by Bender, so that'll keep the play going. Puck on the far side, and the Applejacks on the break. Look out, here comes Butler on the backhand, pass across. But Booth was there to break up that play. Applejacks with a burst of speed and an opportunity to take the lead. They got the opening goal here tonight, but it didn't take long for the Siskins to answer. Puck to the far side in the Siskins zone, kept in. Here's Booth again with it behind his own net. He'll take a look near side, back to center, intercepted by Romani, gets it over to the far wing as Silvera will clear it in. Siskins having a little bit of trouble getting through the neutral zone in the last few minutes or so. And they're caught deep in their own end again, trying to move it around. Booth had trouble with the breakout pass. Siskins finally find an open wing. Puck on the near side, and Romani leans hard into his man, and puck pops loose. Here's Penner looking around, flips it high, looking for the long lead pass. That did not look like it hit a Stayner glove, but linesman says otherwise, and that'll be icing.
Up until that point, Steve, it was all Applejacks there. Siskins had some swagger, they had some pushback there, but once the double minor happened, they went back on their heels. Face-off is in front of the rookie netminder Jansen for the Applejacks. No, Bender for the Applejacks, but yeah, the ice is tilted one way so far here, Steve.
Play resumes on the ice as the Clarington Eagles make their way across the viewing area. They'll be up next against Lakeshore on the 8 o'clock game. Stayner with the puck in the neutral zone. Shot steered away by Bender into the near corner. Siskins trying to get there on the forecheck, but Wellesley able to clear it again. But they're backed into their own zone quickly, and that pass will be too far to reach. Icing once again.
A missed assignment there, but that's all right. Face off deep in the Applejack zone. 7:59 left here, first period. 1-1. Good game so far, and I'm impressed with the crowd here. 5 o'clock game. You weren't sure how many people can get here, but looks good, Steve.
They punched their tickets early. Stayner winning the draw in the offensive zone. Giveaway though, and racing back for it is McGanny. Covers up his partner. Broken stick on the ice. And there's going to be a call here. And I think this is going to go against Wellesley. Cross-checking is going to be the call. Number 17, Jake Clemmer, going to the box. So our first opportunity to see what Stayner can do on the power play.
Yeah, those sticks aren't supposed to break that easy, Steve. We'll see what the Siskins can bring on the power play. It's going to be Tyson Bradford taking the draw. DeZeus out there. Boost on the back end with Allaire. See if they can move the puck around and get something going here.
All the face-off splits the defenseman, so Allaire's got to get back into his own zone. Applejacks with a different penalty kill setup as they box it up early just outside their own blue line, trying to create a turnover, and that's what they do. But Stayner recovers quickly and sends the puck deep into the Wellesley zone. Puck comes to the near side and now sent all the way down the ice. Out to play it is Hartley. Throws it open to the far wing, and here's Boos carrying it into the offensive zone. He's got some help. There's a pass to the slot. DeZeus missed on the one-timer. And Wellesley floats a little open on the penalty kill. They box it up now. Shot, to the side of the net, outside of the post, as it was tipped on the way in. Boos quickly across to the far side. Here's Allaire. He'll look around, drops it down low, pass out in front, and that was easily steered away by the Applejacks penalty killers. 50 seconds left on the man advantage for Stayner. Here's a shot for the point off a shin guard. Boos, and off a stick will go out of play.
Bodies in shooting lanes, Applejacks killing a penalty here, and they're aggressive. And that's the type of style we're used to seeing with the Stayner Siskins. A hardcore penalty kill, but they're loose, and if something gets going or a bounce puck, they're gone the other way. You have to be careful, Steve.
Siskins, 40 seconds on the man advantage. Back to the near point. Shot comes in. That was easily blocked. Wellesley clears to the blue line. Not out the first time. Now they'll try to get the breakout pass, but Allaire is in good position for the Siskins to pick it up. He's got some pressure there by Silvera. Puck swung to the near side, and it's going to be Booth now, the puck carrier. He's facing some pressure. And the Siskins having some trouble getting out of their own zone. Hoff, the aggressive penalty killer there. Finally, some breathing room. Siskins get it to the blue line. They're offside, though. Pruka got in just ahead of the pass, and easy call for the linesman there.
Yeah, just ahead of the play a little bit, a little too eager. Ty Roberts with a good push on the power play. Roberts with the game winner on Sunday in Stayner against Lakeshore. It's going to be Bradford taking the draw for the Siskins. Kevin Hutchison will be out there with him as well.
Face-off win by the Siskins as they back it up. Play it over to the far side. And up to the near blue line. In the Siskins go. Tied up along the near boards. Applejacks trying to dig it out 2-on-2. Even strength now. As it's tied up along the near side. Applejacks trying to clear. They get it to the blue line and out. Look out, speed will carry it a little further as Wiki lifted it over the glass and out of play. Alex along the boards tonight with us. We'll get to him in the next stoppage of play as he'll be circling around the rink and digging up some interesting stories. He was down at the ice during warm-up talking to the players, getting ready for this big first matchup tonight. Face-off on the near side in the Stayner zone. Siskins trying to drive it up the near wing. Just kept inside, now batted to center ice area, and here comes Vachon. Pass to the front of the net. That's intercepted nicely by Glazer, who was dumped by Boos. Puck around the boards over to the far side, hits center ice, and Allaire's backed off. He gets it up the ice quickly as Stayner tries to make the one-touch passes through. Hard shot steered away by Bender. Heavy thunder off that left pad as he got down for it. Stayner will have it now in their own zone. Siskins and Applejacks tied at 1 here with about 4.5 to play in this opening period. Puck in the Wellesley zone. Fed up through the middle, tipped into the Stayner end, and picked up by Stayner as they swing it around the near side. Cleared back to center. Easily picked up by Penner and driven back into the Stayner zone. Applejacks changing their troops. That allows Stayner some time to set up. They'll get the puck to center, and they'll fire it into the Wellesley zone along the end boards to the near side. Katsubi will clear it up the middle. That's too far for his teammate Hoff. And the Siskins send it the other way. Applejacks back it up. Hard around the boards to the near side. Katsubi let it go by him back to center ice, and Stayner just pounds it back in. A lot of room to cover on this ice surface. You got to be quick. And here comes Katsubi into the zone. He'll take a shot. That's off the stick. Never reached the net. Hartley watched it go wide. Back to the near side. Applejacks now look to press, biding their time here. Trying to find an opening in this Stayner defense. They've done it once so far in this game. Shot from the blue line, blocked by Hicks. Not out though, kept in by Wellesley, and they'll continue the pressure. And look out, Katsubi knocks down Marles. Puck on the far boards. Pruka trying to tie up his man, but McCombs gets loose, and a little give and go play is blocked by Stayner. Puck goes to the far side. Now Applejack still able to keep it in the offensive zone, in the air to the near corner. And around to the near side, now Ty Roberts has an opportunity to try to slow things down, but his pass is off the mark, and the Applejacks keep it in on the far side. Silvera in deep. Now he gets some help from Butler. Back to the slot, quick shot. Hartley with a nice save as Dorbecker was set up nicely on the one-timer. Puck comes to the near side. Applejacks continuing to pressure. Now it gets loose, and here comes the Stayner attack. McHazel coming in, and that's a save by Bender. Trying to go through the legs, and Bender able to use that big paddle to steer it away. Now the other way. Dorbecker scores! Went blocker side, and it's 2-1.
Connor Dorbecker with the laser, but what a bunch of hockey back and forth there. The Applejacks pin the Siskins in for a good 2 minutes. Applejacks are able to make a change while still having the Siskins pinned in. Then McHazel comes down for a scoring opportunity for the Siskins. He misses, Bender with the save, and then Dorbecker gets the go-ahead goal for the Applejacks. 2-1 Applejacks, 2:08 left here in the first period.
All right. Applejacks take the 1-goal lead again. Puck goes to the far corner into the Wellesley zone. Along the end boards, comes to the near side. Back over the blue line, Stayner pounds it right back into the zone. Through the middle, up into the Stayner zone. Applejacks get there, there's a shot, scores! And the Applejacks flying high, Kyle Baker. They haven't even finished announcing the second goal, and Baker makes it 3-1. Alec is down by the Applejacks bench. What does he see?
I don't know, guys. You talk about a neutral zone here this weekend. I'm not so sure that Wellesley maybe doesn't have the home ice advantage here. This place has been loud ever since the beginning of this game, so keep an eye on that this weekend. Another thing I wanted to mention, guys, this Olympic-sized ice, we saw Boost take advantage of it early on. It'll be interesting to see how these teams, accommodate that big ice here this weekend. Guys?
Thank you, Alec. And sure enough, the Applejacks using their speed to get in, and Johnny K, all 3 goals going top shelf so far.
Yeah, beating Hartley up high, but before they get to Hartley, it's a multiple lost 50-50 puck battles along the ice. Applejacks are outworking the Siskins, and that's a byproduct of the 2-goal lead here, Steve.
Just a minute 15 left to go here in the first period, and Wellesley's taken a 3-1 lead in a short amount of time. Puck on the near side, big hit as DeJesus goes down, and the Applejacks